I got a Daisy feeling. I got a Daisy feeling. Yeah.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back. I'm Achara Kirk, joined by Andrew Flash Gordon.
What's up?
And we are checking out this teaser. This was recommended to me by a friend of mine, and he said, you know, this is really beautiful. It looks like it's an indie film, but it's got a very good producer attached to it. Singh, I believe is his name. And so he has produced Udan as well as Tanu Weds Manu. So both excellent films. So just the sheer fact that he's decided to produce this one definitely piques my interest, because it's like, why this one? But this is called MEGHDOot, the Cloud Messenger, and already you can see like all of the different film festivals that it has been a part of. So I'm definitely sensing a vibe, an indie vibe, festival vibe, and I love supporting artists and people doing something different. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. You guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe, click the bell icon, all notifications, and upvote this video if you enjoy this type of content. Also, leave a comment about what you think about this teaser, because it's not really the normal fare of what we look at these days. So I'm very curious. Anyway, let's get into it. Here we go. That is pretty.
You will repent it for the rest of your life.
What?
What's going on, JV boy? I think I've seen you somewhere before.
Oh my god, I want that camera.
Is it like a reincarnation thing?
Oh, good point. Okay.
Is everything all right with you?
I think not. Look at her. Wow.
What if he actually takes me away?
Bring you back from wherever it may be.
Oh.
Where's Tarini?
It's really, really far.
Oh.
Wow. Very stylistic.
Yeah, very.
Stand where you are. Never found me.
I can't send you a message.
Then you come looking for me.
Oh.
I know the reason why I'm here, Miss Wilson.
Just trust that precious heart of yours.
This is so interesting.
Why? All the answers that you're looking for.
Wow.
It's got the accolades.
For sure.
If I hold my breath,
You will die.
Well, depending on how long.
No, it won't take away your fear of the deep end, but that's a good start. Just jump in. That is super interesting. Like, I like the look of it, the vibe, you know, like it's one of those things where, similar to a lot of South Indian trailers that we watch, you're not really getting in a lot of the story. I feel like I got more of the story from the text that they put from like reviewers or whatever that had seen this in the festival circuit and were like, oh yeah, it's not your typical high school love story or high school drama. I'm like, oh, that's interesting to me. And just like in terms of the color palette of the film and just kind of that moody feel and the juxtaposition between the high school kids that we're seeing and like their drama, and then kind of show that with the kind of Indian cultural folk type stuff that's going on. Like I love all of those people in like the red costumes. Is that from the South? You guys tell me, but like that massive thing. And I couldn't help but think of Kantara. I know you haven't seen that film, but that was like a massively successful Kannada film. But every time I was looking at the characters that were in like the red outfits, that kind of, I don't know if they're like an avatar of a god or if it's like part of a religious festival or a dance or something, but I couldn't help making that connection as I was watching. But I mean, you guys tell me if that is a fair connection to make. What did you think?
I mean, like you said, just in terms of storyline, they weren't giving too much away, which you know me, I don't want too much away, giving away in trailers or teasers. So, but in terms of cinematography, it looks gorgeously shot just in the little bits we did get. And it seemed to hint a little bit, at least from my perspective, possibly reincarnation, maybe, I don't know. Whatever the case, it looked like a very stylistic and ambitious looking film. And you could tell too from all the stuff, like all the film festivals and all the reviews and stuff, it just looks like it's got the accolade just being one of these films. Like it's done so many different amazing accomplishing things, from cinematography to story to characters. So it looks very like I said, ambitious. It looks incredible. It looks interesting. It had my peaks interested, and I want to know more about this because there was so many different things. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? So
I think for me, I would be interested to see it just in the sense of like it's an astonishingly beautifully shot film, at least from what I'm looking at. Like I can tell that the director and cinematographer, they have a really keen eye for aesthetics. And just looking at the shots, I think it's because like working with Jabi doesn't often like very centered shots. He loves that kind of like, I mean, sometimes, yes, obviously, we're very aware when we shoot a video here at CineDesi HQ, CinePals HQ, all the Cines HQ, we have to be centered. Jabi is very much about that. But then there are other instances where he likes things to be off-centered. But looking at this teaser, I was like, wow, there are so many shots. Like if you go through it again and you just look at the shots, it's like the subject is always bang in the middle, and it's like it's not even off by a hair. And there's something that is so compelling about seeing a character or a subject shot that way. Like immediately your eyes are drawn to it. And like they use like the scenery incredibly well to kind of support that feeling of just beauty everywhere you look, and with like the color palette and the tones and everything, which are like slightly muted. It doesn't have the vibrancy of a lot of commercial Indian films that we're used to watching now, but it's kind of refreshing to look at something that feels so artistic.
I was going to say too, it almost feels like it's naturally lit as well, which I appreciate. It almost gave me like a Revenant kind of vibe, where it's just like, I'm very curious, like if it takes, because I know like with that film particularly, like it took hours at a time, like where they couldn't film because they were doing natural lighting.
Yeah, it's really hard.
It's very difficult.
It's
You have to wait hours at a time to get the proper shots, and it looked like there were difficult. Like that's why I say it's ambitious. It looks like there's difficult times of the day that they have to do these shots, and I have a keen eye for these types of things, which is why I talk about cinematography so much, because I'm so appreciative of how hard it is when they make these types of decisions when it comes to cinematography. And it's the same thing, like just going really quick off the cuffs. It's like when Tom Cruise does his crazy stunts, like I'm so appreciative of things that they do to, just when they thinking of us, the fans, when they do these ambitious artistic things. And like when it comes to cinematography, that's one of my favorite things whenever I'm watching films. And just to your point, I'm loving a lot of these shots. They just feel so cinematic, even though it's an indie type of film, I would assume that this is, but it's just, again, that's why I use the word so much, ambitious.
Yeah, absolutely. And it being the first the directorial debut of this director, I believe it's Rahat Mahjan. I mean, that's an incredible accomplishment. It's so difficult to make anything, right? But then to make your first foray look this gorgeous, I think is an incredible feat. And also, I think it's super important to support our indie creators, you know, because it's through that we get variety, and it's through that we get experimentation and different looks and like kind of pushing the medium forward. Because I think a lot of the time with commercial stuff, we tend to play it safe, you know, like because you want to give what the audience wants,
you
but
do what
you know,
yeah, exactly. You do what you know works, rather than push the envelope and do what you're not sure exactly, rather than taking risks. Also, too, last thing I want to say is I really was even though we didn't get a lot of it, I was digging the chemistry between the two main leads.
Yeah, the acting looked really raw.
Yeah, for sure. So that's another element that I'm really interested in seeing. There was just so many things. That's why I love a good teaser. I'm like, no, I want more. That's to me a good teaser is when you're not sure exactly what the storyline is, but you want more. On top of like a lot of other elements that I appreciated from the cinematography, the music, and natural lighting, which I was not expecting. Other things like of that nature. So yeah, no, I was really digging this teaser, and hopefully I will get to see this. I'm looking. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, no. This looks really, really good. I'm interested.
Yeah, you guys let us know your thoughts in the comments below. How did you feel about the teaser? Are you curious? Are you interested in checking this out? Do let us know, and we will catch you next time. I'm Achara Kirk. This is
Andrew Flash Gordon.
Ciao.